decided that she had to be operated upon. But when she was taken to the operation theatre, the doctor decided that she cannot be operated upon because she would not withstand the shock. So they said she was of a very humorous nature of personality. So the doctor said, I remember his name was Dr. Sutherland. And that was the first time I ever saw the X-ray plate. And he was showing my father that this is almost 3/4 of an inch size stone in her kidney. And he said, let her live as long as she can, because she cannot be operated upon. This was the year of 1932 or something. She lived up to 1939 when we were in Bareilly. And after her death, my younger brother and my sister, they were living with my maternal grandfather, and myself and my father, we were living in the same house as we were. So from 1939 to 1940, I was studying in a school, and my father was working in the office. I used to go to his school and he used to go to his office. After finishing the school, I used to go to his office, where I used to do my homework under his supervision. And after the closure of the office about 5 p.m., we used to come back to house. So in 1940, when he was transferred to Lucknow, he put me in charge of one of his very good friends, Mr. Rashid Ahmad Khan. This family was known to me because they also lived in district Nainital, and my mother and the wife of Mr. Rao Rashid, they knew each other very closely, and they had a friendship. So when I went to live with that family, I found that I was being treated like their own son. They also had a son. So we two boys became very close friends, and we were living there extremely comfortably. In 1940 May, my final examination was over, and I then joined my father at Lucknow.
What exam did you give?
No, this was class 7th.
Okay.
So I came to Lucknow and I was put in Wajahatullah Islamia College in class 8. Here also there was no woman in the house, myself, my father, and we employed a cook at 5 rupees a month.
Okay.
He was a very good cook, and the house rent was also 5 rupees.
Okay.
It was reasonably a good house situated near Aminabad, the center of the Lucknow city. We lived at Lucknow from 1940 to 47.
Okay. So you had a good childhood and a good life.
Yes.
Okay, because your father
Yes.
was educated and okay.
He was a very true Muslim. He never missed his namaz, and he observed all the basic requirements of religious. He was the most clean, honest, straightforwardly and helping hand.
Okay.
In fact, he took active part in establishing an institution known as Idara Talimat Islam, where even Hindus used to come to learn Quran.
Okay. How was the relationship between Hindus and Muslims?
It was, I would say it was normal. We used to live like a family.
Okay.
Between, say for instance, when I was in engineering school at Lucknow, in Islamia school there was no Hindu student.
Okay.
But we had two Hindu teachers.
Okay.
The second headmaster was Mr. Gupta Babu.
Okay.
He was an excellent teacher, and he loved his institution. And Wajahatullah Islamia school used almost always on the top of the good institutions.
Okay.
So when the metric result was announced, he used to dance
Okay.
for the reason that the school has produced a very good high percentage of passes.
Okay.
But you will be surprised to know that having lived in Lucknow for almost 7 years, I had not heard about the Pakistan resolution, which was passed at Lahore in 1940, March
Okay.
1940.
Okay.
In fact, not only me, but the common man did not know about it, because politics was only uh, centered among some politicians. In fact, I have written a full article on this, the story of the emergence of Pakistan, which is here.
Okay.
It was in the middle of, say, April or May, when I first heard the word Pakistan. I said, what it is? Somebody said it is Punjab, Afghanistan, Afghanistan, Sindh and Kashmir, so they made Pakistan. Bangladesh name was not, Bengal name was not there, although the initiator of the resolution came from Bengal. It was Mr. Fazlullah, I believe.
Okay.
So it was only in the middle of 1947, say April, May, when I heard the word Pakistan. But the real activity started in the month of June, July, when everybody came to know that Pakistan is being planned and it is about to emerge. These were the days when Mr. Cripps came in with a plan so that the India does not get divided. This plan was accepted by all, including the Congress, including Mahatma Gandhi and all his colleagues, except Pandit Nehru. And that fellow, Mountbatten, the Viceroy, also played a dirty role in that. Maulana Azad, what was his name?
Maulana Abul Kalam Azad.
Abul Kalam Azad was opposed to Pakistan. In fact, he gave umpteen reasons why it should not be made. But this is my own perception, that Nehru saw that when Pakistan emerges, it is going to be in trouble. So that is why he said, no, Pakistan will have to be made, so that the Muslims get into trouble. And in fact, Mahatma Gandhi had asked Nehru that in the interim government that was formed in 1946, Mr. Jinnah should be the Prime Minister. And everybody agreed, but except Nehru. He said, no, I will be the Prime Minister. And Mr. Jinnah, as I know now, he had tried his best that India is not get divided and the Congress should accept Muslims as their, co-citizens. But the Congress insisted that if the Muslims live with us, they have to abide by the Hindu culture or whatever it is. For instance, they would have to accept Bande Mataram.
What is Bande Mataram?
Bande Mataram.
What is Bande Mataram?
Bande Mataram, it meant that we are the sons of this earth and we go down in respect to this.
Okay, so the Muslims did not accept this.
The Muslims could not accept this. And there were many other such requirements which the Congress did not yield. So that was the reason it was not Mr. Jinnah was compelled to ask for a separate state. But he agreed to the Cripps plan and it was agreed by all the other parties except including Congress, except Mr. Nehru. And Mountbatten, supported him. In fact, let me tell you that the fact that the Pakistan resolution was passed in March 1940 came to my knowledge after I had come to Pakistan.
Okay.
Not before.
Okay, so was that lack
The
of...
common man had nothing to do with politics. The common man was lived a comfortable life. A man who used to who used to get 30 rupees, lived in a gully and smoked bidi, he was happy. There was no question of plots and construction. You hardly ever saw a house being constructed.
Okay.
A friend of my father, he came one day and he said, "I am building my house new." So he demolished this house and he built a new one there. And when it was completed, he came with some sweets. And we asked, "How much did it cost?" He said, "Oh, it has cost me 4,000 rupees." Because cement was available at 12 annas a bag,
Okay.
or something like that.
Now, when you heard in May or June of 1947 about Pakistan and how the Hindus were imposing Hindu laws and cultures on the Muslims, what was your reaction?
There was hardly any reaction because in the public